Dear everyone, I'm back after some time with another new topic, and that's about fear. This topic, fear, is more relevant to be spoken now because of the current pandemic situation. See, fear is not something unnatural, it's a natural emotion, and moreover, it's a gift and it's not a curse. And not only fear, every negative emotion is essential for our survival, but only when it becomes abnormally intense, then it starts to overpower on us, and so we shouldn't allow that to happen. But otherwise, fear in moderation is an intelligent way of living life. Fear is not just in humans, even animals utilize fear as their natural protective instinct. Hence, every animal is surviving amidst all odds. Like we see when some animal tries to attack the young ones of another animal, then the mother of the young ones, though with fear in its heart, it daringly combats with the attacker and it saves the children. So, fear is a mode to protect oneself, and why not? Life is such a precious gift, so life needs to be saved. Like when we catch fire, don't we immediately jump out of it and run to save ourselves? Isn't what outwardly is expressed as fear is innately a deep passion for life? So fear is a part of our mind, so we can't deny its existence. We only have to accept it. But the real problem arises when we start to fight with fear. Fear is like a shadow, and shadow is a fact of life. So what's the point in fighting with shadows? It will only be useless fight where we can never win over it. And this pandemic is of course creating a lot of havoc. It's of course fearful, painful, and even dreadful. But we have to think whether we are battling with the disease or with our fear of the disease. The current pandemic situation that has befallen on humanity is no doubt a grave fact. But instead of fearing about it, we need to have the right understanding about it. We have to accept the present fact and understand the problems related to it. And together we have to fight the disease and not fight with our fears. You cannot win fighting with a shadow, and fear is a shadow of the mind. And because many of them are fighting with their fears, they are sadly ending up in hospital beds, and many too are losing their lives. See, who doesn't have fear? Even when a soldier is about to step into the battlefield, don't think he's fearless. Even his legs too shiver to wage a war. But once he's on the battlefield, he forgets all about his fear and he fights for his nation. So, the initial form of fear is a natural body mind instinct which will alight our understanding of whatever situation we are presently exposed to, and the right way to deal with it, and also the proper mode to face it. But try not to carry fear wherever it is unnecessary. Right fear will give us a proper understanding of life and it will not put off our inner light. Now, when something extreme or adverse like this pandemic is happening, it's actually the time of transformation. Every adversity that happens in our life always transforms our lives. Too much of darkness gives birth to a new bright light. Humanity is now standing at an unknown junction. It's a new door. A new door is about to open. So let's wait patiently because rebirth always comes through crucifixion and not through timidity. So let us not blame the situation because nobody has an answer for this. What is happening is just happening. The way we accept it, the way we face it, understand it, and tackle the situation is up to our wisdom. So let's understand it properly. See, even if you get infected with any form of the mutated virus, still don't panic because what is initially new to our bodies, later it gets adjusted, which means our body becomes immune to it and it becomes an old issue with some negligible problems. See, in the 90s, scientists were amazed that how people are still surviving in such overpolluted environments in places like Delhi and Bombay. But see how people are still surviving there with even more extreme pollutions, with only very little here and there pollution issues. Actually, our bodies slowly adapt themselves to any worst situation, to any worst form of poison. So even if you are COVID positive, Remind yourself that you are one among those 95% of the world population who have very mild COVID symptoms. And only some 4% of them have intense effects, but they too recover soon. And among this 95%, more than 55% of them are not even aware if at all they were COVID infected, because they are absolutely without any symptoms, but they may be active spreaders. And even if you are infected by them and have mild symptoms, then your body is to produce antibodies that make you immune, that will protect you for about 8 to 9 months. And this is a natural form of vaccination that is produced by our own body. And also, antibodies can be developed by just having a positive approach towards the pandemic. You need not even be infected by the virus. Still, our body will develop antibodies. That's because of our positive approach towards it. And about oxygen. Also, oxygen is necessary only for those whose saturation level drops down, or otherwise too much of oxygen or unnecessarily taking oxygen hampers the lungs and the brain. Now let's go deeper into why we actually fear. We usually fear for something unknown. Because we are very comfortable within the known sphere of life, something which is absolutely new or unknown to us, we fear about it. And that is why we fear about darkness, or when we see illusory visions in darkness, we fear. We even fear about life after death, because death is absolutely unknown. And moreover, all those who have gone there have never ever come back and reported to us as to how life is after death. So, as it is absolutely unknown, death is naturally fearful. But actually speaking, death is not that fearful. Only we are fearful to discard this identity called me. We are so adamant to carry this individual identity even to our afterlife. And the only way to come out of fear is to face it, and there is no other way. The more we run from fear, the more it chases us. But if still you're fearful in life, it's because you're frequently reminded of the inner thirst to know yourself. And this inner thirst to know oneself is exhibited outwardly in the form of fear. Yes, that is why people enjoy extreme fearful feats, like those adventurous games, like mountaineering, like tightrope walking, bungee jumping, gliding, skydiving, and so on. Because while playing such daring games, people experience a deep state of no mind. It's a state of mindfulness, a state where they encounter themselves face to face. Hence, meditation is so fearful and as well very adventurous. Now, let's be thankful for this virus, as it is reminding of our mortality, so that we live more intensely alive every moment of our life. And thank you for listening.